In this section, we're going to get back into the campaign that we already started, and we're going to create our first ad. And then we're also going to go through all the assets that used to be called extensions that go along with each ad. And then we're going to take you through how to adjust your location settings and your bidding settings to start your first campaign. So let's dive in. Okay, we did some keyword research. We put some of those in our ad group. And now each ad group is going to have one ad. Okay, back in the day, you could have 3 different ads running with 3 different headlines. You can still have different ads running now, but Google has these responsive ads where you're going to enter in 15 different headlines. 15. Okay? So the first part is going to be the URL. So I'm getting a notice here because you always want to have your protocol before it. So HTTPS, semicolon, //. So now we're in. So that's going to take us to our home page. The keywords that we were bidding on, or that we're going to be bidding on, are right here. Okay, so digital service, digital marketing, digital agencies, so on and so forth. So this is the path that you can put in your keywords, and you're going to see a preview right here as you enter those in. So if I did digital marketing, you get 15 characters, okay? Digital agency, Chicago. So you're going to have to play around with yours, okay? So make sure you have a keyword in there. I like having a keyword and a location in mind, and you can see that the ad is going to show my URL, digital agency, Chicago, okay? This is where you need to be a little technical and you need to be a little creative. And Google's going to go on and show you your ad strength according to them, okay? So do your best. We want to get excellent if we can, but sometimes I've run campaigns where I just couldn't find the right keywords or headlines in there to get to excellent, and they perform great. And Google will rate them as average or above average. Okay, so don't get too hung up on this. We can always make changes down the road when we start getting data, and then we can start adding different keywords and different headlines to the campaign. Okay, but one thing you're always going to want to do, you're always going to want to put your company name. Metalogic Design. Okay? Check out our reviews is super lame. So get that out of there. So, the keywords we like, and Google's going to give you ideas. So we like digital marketing agency. We like award-winning. I like having what we do though. Like marketing is so generic, but I want like digital in there because we do digital. But that's too many. So we can say things like, here's some things that you can add in there. Top rated. Some other ones would be most trusted if you have a lot of reviews. Digital marketing. The one we want to have the one with our location. So we'll do copy that, paste digital marketing Chicago. So these are kind of like the generic ones that you want to have in there. I'll tell you, here's a tip. Google loves having your website URL in the ad, and they'll show it all the time. They like it. So put it in there. I've done it with and without. It works. Metalogicdesign.com. Even if you're taking them to a landing page that is different, still put this one in there. Let's just start putting stuff in there. We have pay-per-click services. I don't really want that. We can do award-winning. We just want to have a bunch of variations in here, okay? Award-winning digital agency. So Google doesn't like having multiple headlines of the same thing in there, so we're going to want to switch them up. So we can say Chicago's #1 digital agency. Okay. Chicago digital marketing. Put my name back in there. Metalogic digital marketing. We like having terms, and this is going to be in the notes in this course, but we do like having terms like top rated, most trusted. We've also done ones where it kind of pops a little bit where you have like recommended with a parenthesis. Recommended Metalogic design. Okay? But Google loves having the keywords that you're bidding on in the headline, but those headlines really kind of suck. So if you did like digital marketing near me, I'm not going to work, but you want to make sure all the first letters of your headlines are capitalized. So you see when I put that keyword in there, it went up to average. If I do one for digital agencies Naperville, and then you can do, so now I'm good. Request a free plan, marketing plan. Can't do, now I have excellent, bumped up. Okay, so you can't do all caps. So if I were to do all caps, they're going to say you can't do that. When you hit submit, they'll say you can't put all caps in there. There's certain punctuation you can't do either. Also trademark, there might be a service if you, let's say you are a provider of a certain material, you have to either get permissions from the manufacturer or you have to appeal that. So you may not be able to use all the different words that you want in there. But those are the 15. And Google is going to rotate these around to see if they can get the best click-through rate. I'll show you what that is as we go, and to get the best results for you. But you can always go back and change these. So don't worry, don't get too hung up on the headlines if you don't love them. Okay, we did the headlines. The next part of the headline, or the ad, is going to be the description. And the description is going to show up right down here. So you can have 4 different descriptions. Here's some of them that Google already generated for you. These are not nearly as important as the headlines or even the landing page. So do your best here. You have 90 characters. Google will give you options. You can always change it. This is where people also will put a little bit more descriptive things about their services. Again, Google will rotate these around in combination with your 15 headlines. Okay, so that's where these are going to end up. That's the main part of the ads. So the next part we're going to get into is creating all the different assets. Our headlines are in, our descriptions are done. Now we want to add some size and some things that make our ads pop. So we're going to get into the assets. They used to be called extensions. Now they're called assets. We're just going to hop right into the site links, okay? So this is super important right here. We have campaign level site links. So if you want to have site links that are going to be applied to all of your ad groups and ads, then this is where you're going to make those. So let's do, since I'm going to do it for digital marketing, let's say I want to have, I want to go over some of the services or the benefits that we want to promote. Okay, so digital marketing has a lot of different things that we do. Let's say I want to do one for PPC lead generation. Okay, so now you can see, and here's the preview. Here's the desktop. We're not doing YouTube ads, so I don't know why they're showing us that. But you'll see how they'll look on desktop, and we'll see how they look on mobile. So underneath each one of these site links, you want to do a description. So we could say, specialize in local service campaign, nope, local service ads. Award-winning team. And then you're going to put your URL. And let's say I don't want to take them to my homepage because if somebody sees my ad and sees, oh, they do PPC, which is pay-per-click, I want to take them to that specific page. So I'll do PPC services. Whatever the link is, that's where you want to go. Okay? Let's say I'm a cosmetic dentist and we do veneers, like beautiful veneers. And then you can say, we can help perfect your smile. And let's say there's different kind, porcelain, whatever other types, yada, yada, yada. And then we'll take them to the veneers page. If we're a tree service, let's say people are looking for a tree service in Naperville. We would want to show, hey, we do tree removals. And then best equipment, whatever you want to put there to describe it, okay? And then put them to the removals page. Let's say we are the med spa again, and we do laser hair removal. And we also want to show them, hey, we also do laser hair removal, we do skin resurfacing, whatever it is. You want to throw all your different types of services out there. The other approach would be, if you have your campaigns really dialed in, this is where we would put some differentiators. So over 20 years experience. We could say certified arborist. That's a differentiator. We could say board certified MD, whatever it is. So those are some differentiators. How long have you been in business? Have you won any awards? When Google sometimes they'll try to auto-generate some of these for you, and they want to put like contact us, just super generic things that don't make your ads pop at all. And we don't want those. We want to show things that get people excited. So if I do this, let's say I go to, because they're going to, if it's an invalid URL, it will not go. So I'm going to go through these, and then I'm going to show you some tips and tricks on if you have a landing page and you want to take them all to the same page, you can do that as well. Okay, so for this one, let's just say I want to take them to the home page. All you have to do is add the hashtag to the end, and you're there. Certified. This is dummy text. This is where you'd put a descriptor. I can do this. Let's just put this here just for the sake of it. Certified. I changed it. You cannot have the same URL as in the site links. They all have to be a little bit different, even if you take them to the same page, okay? So the next one, we'll do certified, and you can put, nobody's going to see these URLs, by the way, so you can put whatever you want. We'll do board. Over 20 years, and then award-winning, whatever you want to put. Follow our instructions in the notes, and we'll give you some of the tips are going to be in there, but I'm just trying to get through these so Google says, okay, we're good. Site link options, we're going to get through that when we go to the conversion tracking. So click Save, and here they are. These are campaign level. Okay, so I can apply these now to the campaign, all the ads on my campaign. So if I hit Apply, they'll show them there. All right, site links are done. The next one that Google's going to give us are the call-outs, okay? Call-outs. So these are going to be more descriptors that differentiate your company than anything. This is where you'd want to put if you have a 24-hour emergency service. This is where, again, you could put 20 years experience, whatever it is. If you are a pool company, you could say you specialize in gunite pool. This is where you could say you're certified at whatever it is. Certified esthetician. I don't remember how to spell that. Certified or board certified if you're a doctor, dentist. If you're a lawyer, this is where you could say like don't pay unless we win. If you're a personal injury attorney. Or if let's say you are in the finance industry, this is where you could say like no money down, or you could say lowest interest rates, things like that. And this is where they're going to pop up. So you can see headline, your description, and now what we're doing is we're trying to give ourselves more real estate. So the more extensions we have, the bigger our ad is, the more it pops, the more attention you get, the more clicks you get. Okay, so we're going to save that. These are campaign level callouts again. Okay, when we get into the campaign, we can do ad group level callouts, but we're just going to set this up because we're at the campaign, and those are the callouts. Okay, moving along, let's get into the structured snippets. Okay, structured snippets. There's different categories that they're going to show here as a preview. This is where a lot of our clients, since it's a local service company, they'll do their service catalog. Okay, and it just shows all the different types of services that you offer. So if you're a landscaper, you do landscape maintenance. Let's say you also do some hardscaping as well. Let's say we do brick and patio pavers. Let's say you do custom or outdoor living spaces. Okay. Let's say you build pools. You have in-ground pool build, in-ground pool builds. Let's say you do gunite pool builds. Let's say whatever your services are. Okay, tree removal, tree trimming, tree certified arborist, tree care, plant health care. If you do lawn care, let's say you do landscape maintenance, you do lawn mowing, you do fertilization. So your services are all going to go in the service catalog. Okay? And you're going to hit save. And there it is. It's going to show service catalog. Okay? Lead forms, we can get into that later. Apps, if you're selling an app, which we're not. So that does not really apply. And then the big daddy is phone calls. Okay, we got all the main ones down, but probably the most important extension that you can add is going to be phone calls. So here, campaign level calls. This is where if somebody is on their mobile phone, they can just click right on the phone number without having to go onto your landing page or click your ad. You still get charged for the click, but it's people clicking right away from their phones wanting to get more information. Okay? We don't have any conversions set up. Your phone number, this is where you can put your main office number. You could put, if you have a cell phone number, you could put it there. What we do is we create separate phone numbers just for these call extensions. We call it a mobile call, these call assets, okay? This is where we would use a third party. We prefer to use CallRail. It has the best tracking that you can have in the industry. It's very accurate, it's very easy to set up, and it integrates directly with Google Ads. So we're going to take you through the course for setting yourself up with CallRail, which is the preferred method. There are Google forwarding numbers, but we've noticed that the reporting isn't as great, and it's a lot less detailed. There's no call recording. There's a lot of different features that it doesn't have. So if you're really going to get serious about it, you'd want to put in a third-party phone number here. But for now, you could just put in your business phone number, and the call from ads, Google already created that as a conversion, which is fine. So we'll just do 337. This is our office, 706-0003. And we will put that in there. If you want calls on certain times, this is where you would limit that. But I wouldn't, because sometimes people are doing searches in the middle of the night and they can leave you a voicemail and you can call them back. Okay, so there it is. Hit apply. I've done 4 out of the 7. I don't do prices usually. I do structured snippets. Lead forms I usually don't do. URL, again, we're going to do this during the conversion tracking, okay? So here's all of our different stuff. Google's probably not going to like any of this because it's all scattered all over the place with services and all that, but for demonstration purposes, it's okay.